Hi guys, today we're going to talk about the multiplication table. Perhaps you have already seen tables that look like this, or this, or this. Well, what can I say? These are not tables but some gibberish, and sure enough we won't learn it with you because it's long, it's hard, and it's not understandable. In reality, the multiplication table is very easy and looks like this. Here we have numbers from 1 to 10. You can write how many you want, but I've chosen the numbers from 1 to 10. The first thing we are going to do is look at these special squares. They are placed in the middle. Look, right here. Let's highlight them orange. Well, why are these numbers even unique? Because there we multiply the same number, that is 3 multiplied by 3, 4 multiplied by 4, 5 times 5, 6 times 6, and so on. Such numbers are called the square of a number. And now I have some good news for you. Everything higher than the squares, right here, we won't learn at all. We just need to remember this tiny bit, just a half. Even in this tiny part are certain secrets that will make learning of this table easy and quick. We will start from those three the easiest cases when you need to multiply by 1, by 10, and by 0. We don't have 0 in our table as you can see, and I will tell you why. Let's write 0 right here, separately. And right now I will teach you how to multiply by 0 in just a few seconds. If we multiply any number by 0, for example 5, it always equals 0. Any number you need multiplied by 0, 7 times 0, 3 times 0 equals 0. 135 times 0 still equals 0. This is the easiest part. Now you can tell your mother that you know the multiplication table of 0 by 1000, because it will always equal 0. Even 1000 times 0 is 0. So it's really easy with a 0. Let's move on to the next number, 1. Multiplying by 1 is easy too, because any number times 1 remains unchanged. For example, 3 times 1 is just 3, 9 times 1 is 9, 128 times 1 is 128. Let me explain you how this works and what is multiplication. Imagine, we have 2 boxes with 3 balloons in each one. I ask you, how many balloons do you have? You will count that we have 6. You multiply 2 by 3, that is 2 boxes with 3 balloons in them. We might have, for example, 4 boxes with 7 balloons. That's a lot more. So what is multiplication by 1? It means that we have only one box with some balloons in it. For example, a box with 13 balloons. Thus, we only have 13 balloons. If there is a box with 5 balloons, we will have 5 balloons. This is easy. Multiplying by 1 is really easy. What does mean multiplying by 0? It means there is no box with 10 balloons in it. Or we have 10 boxes with no balloons in them. There always will be 0 balloons. So 0 and 1 is like a piece of cake. Also, it is really easy to multiply by 10. We just need to add a 0. For example, look, we multiply 2 by 10 and just add a 0. Easy! Let's multiply 4 by 10. Write a 4 and then a 0. Really easy. While I finish writing, you can think of how to multiply 10 by 10. Look, 10 times 10. We are just adding one more 0 and now it's 100. Multiplying by 10 is really easy. Now let's try multiplying some really big numbers. For example, 10 times 345. We just need to write 345 and add to it our 0. And then we have 3450. And that's all. Now you can multiply any number by 1, by 0, and by 10. Even a million. Because everything is really easy with a million. Million times 1 equals a million. Million times 0 equals 0. Million by 10 equals 10 million. Incredibly easy. Let's move on. The next incredibly easy multiplication is by 9. I will tell you one big secret. So as to multiply by 9, we need to put our hands on the table like this. And for example, we want to multiply 9 by 3. The third finger, 1, 2, 3, this finger, we bend. We have 2 fingers on the one side and 7 fingers on the other side left. It forms a number, 27. We need to write 9 times 3 equals 27. Easy. Try some more. Let's say we need to multiply 9 by 6. Bend your 6th finger, here it is, and we are left with 54. Here is 5 and here is 4. Right, 9 times 6 equals 54. Then we multiply 9 by 9. We bend the 9th finger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hide it. We are left with an 8 here and with a 1 there. 81. Now let me write the rest here, but you will still try to do it with fingers. It's really easy. 9 times 2, 18, times 3, 27, times 4, 36. Then we have 45, 54, 63 and 72. That's all. As I've told you, beyond this quiz, we don't even write anything, because that will be our secret. I will tell you later. So, done with the 9, very easy. There is one more secret with this number. Look, there are some numbers that are written backwards. 18, 81, 27, 72, 36, 63, 45 and 54. That's really interesting. And one more secret. If we add 8 and 1, we will have 9. 2 and 7, 9. 3 and 6 still equals 9, and so on. Look, it has only been several minutes and you already know how to multiply by 0, by 1, by 10 and by 9. The next easy multiplication is by 2, because it is short. So, 2 times 2. We have 2 boxes with 2 balloons in each one. In general, we have 4 balloons. 2 times 3. That is 2 boxes with 3 balloons, equals 6. 2 times 4. 2 boxes with 4 balloons equals 8. We might need to actually learn the 8. The next are easy. 5 times 2. We have 2 hands with 5 fingers. Total 10 fingers. 2 times 6 is 12. Just need to learn this, but that isn't hard at all. 2 times 6, 12. You will practice several times and learn it really quick. 2 times 7 equals 14 and 2 times 8 equals 16. If you have a basic ruler, then look, multiplying by 2. We are just jumping over a number. This is 2 times 1, 2. 2 times 2, 4. 2 times 3, 6. 2 times 4, 8. 2 times 5, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Here they are. We just need to take a ruler and jump. But if you practice, you will learn all those numbers real soon. We have some more left, a little bit harder, but still easy. this is multiplication by 3. Let me explain. Here we have 3 times 3 equals 9. 3 times 4, 12. 3 times 5, it's like we have 2 hands plus someone's hand, and it equals 15. 3 times 6, here it can be a little hard, you just need to learn it. 18. 3 times 7, 21, and 3 times 8, 24. Let me circle the words that could have been a little bit harder than the rest. They are 8, 12, 14, 16, but they are easy, let's just leave them circled. I think that they are easy because they are on the ruler. And here we will have 18, a little bit harder, 21 and 24. But that's really easy to remember. So we will skip the 4 for some time. Let's move on to something easier. Let's multiply by 5. We just need to count the fingers on our hands. There are 5 fingers on one hand, 10 on 2 hands. On 2 hands and 1 foot, 15. If we put our hands and feet, we will have 20 fingers. 5 hands, 25 fingers. Then 6 hands, 30 fingers. 7 hands, 35. And 8 hands, 40. Look, when multiplied by 5, the numbers always end either on a 0 or a 5. They alternate 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Multiplying by 5 is really easy. So, look, we have already learned almost everything. Now we will fill all of the squares. Just write them down. 4 times 4 equals 16. 6 times 6, 36. 7 times 7, 49. And 8 times 8, 64. Now you only need to remember the 6 numbers, and then you will master the multiplication table. This is really easy. I will write the hardest of all numbers here. Even if you ask your mom, dad, maybe some of your friends, these numbers will still be a little bit harder than the rest. It is 7 times 8, 56. 7 times 8, 56. If you learn only this one, 7 times 8, 56, 7 times 8, 56, if you learn only this one, you can confidently say that you know the hardest part of the multiplication table. Now, the hardest part learned, the next will be easier. 4 times 6. How to remember? Look, we know that 6 times 2 equals 12, and 6 times 4 equals 12 plus 12. It is 24. Next look, 7 times 4. 7 times 2 is 14, and 7 times 4 is twice bigger, because it's like 7 times 2 and then times 2 one more time. Here we have 14 and then we have 28. And that is where it gets a little bit harder. 8 times 4, just learn, that is 32. 8 times 4 is 32. Just need to remember. If it happens that you remember how many is, for example, 4 times 6, but not 4 times 7, you just need to add a 4 to the number. 24 plus 4 is 28. Let's say you remember that 4 times 8 is 32. That means that 4 times 9 is 36. Also, as I think, the most difficult are the numbers 56 and these two, 6 times 7 and 6 times 8. Here I will do the same as we did earlier. Look, we know that 7 times 3 is 21, and 7 times 6 is twice bigger, 42. And also, 3 times 8 is 24, and 6 times 8, we just make it twice bigger, is 48. Let's look one more time. I think that the hardest numbers in the multiplication table are 7 times 8, 56, 6 times 7, 42, and 6 times 8, 48. If you learn these 3 numbers, it will be easier to remember the rest.